Coming up on this episode of Design to the Nines, I'm going to show you what I did to give this vintage nativity set new life. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Natalie with DesignToTheNines.com, and I am so glad you could join me today for my tutorial where I will be freshening up this vintage nativity set, which was given to me by a dear friend and neighbor that I no longer live next to. So it has sentimental value. However, the colors are a little bit dated and don't work in my existing decor. And in addition, probably the pivotal deciding factor for this makeover is a big giant glue spot on baby Jesus's forehead. So we need to give it a little bit of an updated look, and I've always been fascinated by white nativity sets. So what we're going to be doing is spraying it white and then adding a little glitter to it. It's a fairly simple tutorial. I'm confident that you can do it, but I want you to stay tuned to the end where I will be doing a giveaway in celebration of a very big birthday that I'm having today. So stay tuned and let's get started. So I've come outside. I live in Florida, so if you live in a colder area, you're going to want to try to do this in your garage or your basement, somewhere you can get some good ventilation, but not in your main living space. So what we're going to do is I'm going to spray paint this set in a white. I'm using Rust-Oleum 2x Ultra Cover paint plus primer, and I'm using it in a flat finish because I don't want it too shiny, so I'm doing like a flat finish, and then I'll add a little shine and sparkle with the glitter. Now, I apologize for the construction noise. They are putting in a new subdivision right over there, and so you're going to hear some beeping. Try to ignore that. I do. So let's get started. You want to make sure you shake this up really well. You don't want to put it on too heavy and make it run, so it may have to end up being 2 coats, but we'll see how we do. So we have some visitors. I think they were a little curious as to what I was doing, but they've definitely been watching. So I have my first coat on and it looks really good, but there are a couple of spots that didn't pick up the paint, so we'll catch those on the second coat, and that shouldn't take much paint, and then we will be ready to glitter. My nativity set is fully dried, and honestly, if you were to leave it like this, it would look fantastic, but I think I want to up the ante on mine a little bit with a little bit of glitter, and that will just give it a little bit of extra sparkle and a little extra something something. And so what we're going to do is specifically, I don't want to glitter the entire thing. I think that would just be a little bit much and a little bit busy. So what I'm doing is very strategic. So I'm going to avoid the face and the hands and any exposed skin. And I think what I'll do is almost like if you were to get snow on you, I'm going to put some Mod Podge on like the shoulders and the heads and the crowns and like the headdresses, and maybe any of their sleeves that are like exposed, and tops of things, almost like, you know, just a mist of snow. So we are going to do that. Oh, and on the baby Jesus, I'm going to probably leave him pretty much untouched and just glitter kind of around him, maybe a tiny bit on his head, and then the little swaddling clothes that's draped, we'll glitter that. So let's start. So I've got my Mod Podge here, and it's a matte finish as well because I like the contrast of the matte finish next to the glitter. So I think that that's going to work best for the look that we are going for. And I've got a foam brush and then obviously my translucent white glitter. And so what we're going to do, we'll take Mary here. We're going to dip our foam brush, and we're going to be pretty generous with the glue, but you know, not so it's globby. And we're just going to get it on there. Again, we're avoiding her face, but I might get her entire headdress here. Okay, so we've got that on there pretty good. And now we're going to very quickly, so it doesn't have the opportunity to dry, just shake some glitter on it. And I'm doing this over a paper plate so it can catch the excess, because we can just reuse that. All right, so I'm thinking she looks pretty good, so I'll just go one by one and very strategically place the glitter, and we'll go to there. Super cute. I am super happy with how this turned out. I really feel like it's quite the transformation. It's classy, elegant, and just the right amount of glitter. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. Now, as I promised and as I told you before, I am celebrating a very big birthday today. I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but in celebration of my birthday, I've decided to give a $40 gift card away to one of the subscribers of my YouTube channel. So in order to enter that, you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and make sure you turn on the notifications, and then leave a comment that you have done this below. So it's simple as that. If for some reason you are viewing this video outside the giveaway time, don't worry, subscribe to the channel anyways, and we will catch you on the next one. And you're going to want to follow me on all the major social media websites, and check out my website designtothe9s.com for more great ideas and tutorials. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.